Millions of people may see changes to their available bank balances today as new overdraft rules from the financial watchdog covering how overdrafts are displayed come into effect. The Financial Conduct Authority, FCA, has ordered UK banks to stop including overdrafts in funds marked as available to customers, in a move designed to make it clear that overdrafts are a form of debt, rather than the customer's own money. Read more. FCA to overhaul banks' dysfunctional overdraft fees. Unfortunately, too many people fall into the trap of believing that's their money rather than a debt. FCA Director Christopher Woolard told Radio 4's Today Programme.The regulator is hoping today's change will stop customers accidentally dipping into their overdraft, or becoming confused about their actual bank balance. The rule changes are the wide-ranging shakeup of overdrafts announced by the FCA in June to fix a dysfunctional overdraft market. Under measures that will come into force in April next year, banks will be prevented from charging more for unarranged overdrafts than for arranged ones. Fixed fees for borrowing through an overdraft will also be banned, and banks will be required to advertise arranged overdraft prices with an annual percentage rate to make it easier for customers to compare different accounts. Over half of the UK's 52 million current account holders use overdrafts, which generated £2.4 billion revenue for banks in 2017, according to the FCA. Under the new rules, the watchdog expects to see the typical cost of borrowing £100 via an unarranged overdraft to fall from £5 per day to less than 20p per day. Salman Haqqi, a personal finance expert at money.co.uk, said the radical overhaul of the overdraft market would make it fairer and more transparent and was long overdue. The FCA correctly pointed out that a disproportionately high number of vulnerable customers are going into an arranged overdraft and being hit by excessively high fees. He added. Read more. HSBC to bring in 40% overdraft rate. Some banks have already raised fees in anticipation of the new rules coming into force, and Haqqi warned that others could follow suit. It's not clear how banks are going to cover the recurring lost revenue from unarranged overdrafts in the longer term, and if they can't touch overdraft fees they could decide to increase charges on other products, Haqqi said. City AM has put together a guide to which banks have already changed their fees, so you can check if your account will be affected. Which banks have raised fees? Nationwide was the first lender to announce a shakeup of its overdraft pricing in response to the new FCA rules. The Building Society announced in July that it would set its effective annual rate, EAR, for overdrafts at 39.9% for all customers from October. The new flat rate is over double the 18.9% nationwide used. For more on this story, visit the news article link.